Hey guys, it's your girl Jay with your Not-So-Midday message. I hope you guys had a wonderful Wednesday. We're going to jump right into the message, okay? So, I don't know if you guys have ever heard me say somebody's anchor can sink your ship. And I know you're like, what is she talking about when she says that? Like, what is she saying? Like, what does she mean somebody's anchor can sink your ship? So, I'm going to explain that to you tonight. How I'm going to explain it is using the example of going on a cruise, right? So on a cruise, you got to buy a ticket, obtain your boarding pass, get all your necessary credentials that identify you, and of course, pack your bags, right? Your luggage. Inside of your luggage is what you need to bring with you, what comes with you along this trip, right? Before you board, though, they check your luggage. They check its contents, right? They see if it's authorized to get on the boat, right? Because depending on what it is, it can cause damage to the ship. It can be detrimental, right? Or it can cause your luggage to be too heavy, and you might have to offload some things. And depending on their findings, you might not be able to get on the boat, or you might not be able to use the cruise line at all. Like, they might just ban you. Like, no, we're not doing this. You're not allowed. X, we're not doing this with you, okay? I'm using this example because this is what we need to do with the people in our lives. The people, places, and things in our lives. We have to, one, give them a boarding pass, right? Right? We have to give them access. Then two, we have to check their credentials. We have to identify who they are, right? After we give them access, we have to identify who they are, right? And then after we identify who they are, then I need to check your baggage. I need to check your luggage. I need to check the contents of what's coming with you on this ship, right? Because I don't know what you're coming with. I don't know what you're bringing. And before I can let you run around my ship, I got to know what's in this bag. What's in this bag can hurt me. It can harm me. It can unalive me. It can do what it's not supposed to do, right? So let me see what you're coming with. Right? You see where I'm going with this? We have to really be mindful, especially as believers, of who we allow on our ship, in our world, in our space, right? Because it can really be harmful to our walk, right? It can really be harmful to our journey, right? So outside of the contents that they check for on the ship, they also check for the weight of it, right? There's only a certain amount of weight. There's a weight capacity for what can be carried or cargoed on the ship, right? And if it's too much weight, it can cause issues, right? If the ship is too heavy due to overloading, cargo, passengers, or structural issues, it compromises its stability and the structural integrity. See where I'm continuing to go with this? The people that you allow, the things that you allow, the places that you allow to be around you can stop, slow down, or hinder your walk. And a lot of times we get caught up in the I'm a believer, I'm supposed to be Christ-like, I'm supposed to love everyone, that we think it's a boarding pass for everyone to, oh, you need somewhere to stay? You can live with me. Oh, you need to borrow money? Here you go. Or you need this, or you want to say this, or you want to offload that, or this is your problems, this is what you're going through. And it's like, okay, well, I'm a believer, so put your baggage on me. And it's like, no, that's not how that works. Some things are too heavy, and it can cause structural damage, and it can make you unstable, and it could compromise your integrity, right? Let's be honest. So when you find yourself in those type of situations where it's too heavy or something is too heavy, it's okay to say, baby, that's too much. I'm gonna need you to take that to the Lord. Like, I'm gonna need you to take that up, send that up in prayer, right? Because you might feel like it's mean, but it's not mean. It's what you're supposed to do, because the Bible says, cast all your cares on him, right? It doesn't say cast all your cares on Jay. It doesn't say cast all your cares on your mom. It doesn't say cast all your cares on the stranger in the street that will listen to you. It says cast your cares on him. And he can handle all things, because it says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Not I can do all things through my bank account. I can do all things through my job. I could do all things through love. It says I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So I am saying all of that to say this. Somebody's anchor can sink your ship because of the weight or the baggage that they're coming with. And an anchor is used to stop, slow down a ship. And it slows it down by its weight, right? And what people come with can weigh a lot. And if you're not equipped to carry it, it can break you down. In turn, causing you to have to say, rescue me, and send up an SOS. All right? So be mindful of who and what and where you allow in your space, because it could cause you to have to send out a mayday. Okay? With that being said, it's your girl Jay with your Not-So-Midday message. I hope you guys continue to enjoy your Wednesday. Until tomorrow, peace.